work safety at hot and cold shaping. Nowadays, shaping the metals as hot and cold is usually made presses. In general, presses are the machines producing force between jaws and practicing it. We can list some of the operations performed by presses as follows. Cutting and slicing. Cutting is stamp or shape punching, smoothing, surface bending, lapping, coining, folding, mouth bending, ironing, forging in the open or closed mold, etc. Operations can be carried out. Presses are divided into two groups named mechanical presses and hydraulic presses according to their propulsion systems. Mechanical presses. There are different methods at the mechanical presses to transfer the force to the moving jaw. The type we met the most in the mechanical presses is the eccentric press. Body, engine, flywheel, clutches and brakes, motion transmission system, camshaft, coach head, table. Hydraulic presses. Hydraulic presses are the presses which can operate by a back and forth moving hydraulic cylinder at the capacity of cylinder. Pressure oil is sent to the system by the oil pumps operated by electrical energy. The cylinders moving back and forth by means of the pressure oil have constituted mechanical energy in this way. On the other side, the moving jaw which is connected to the cylinder moves in this way up and down. Occupational health and safety measures to be taken while working by presses. Presses are the leading machines used in the entire metal sector, including shipbuilding, producing automotive white goods, kitchen tools, and defense industry. In terms of work health and safety, it is one of the most dangerous work equipments at this sector. Work accidents occurring during the working carried out by these machines result in loss of limb and even in death. For that reason, the following measures should be taken at the workings carried out by the presses. Engine must be turned off before connecting mold at the presses operating with motor. But at the hydraulic and pneumatic presses, pressure must disconnected be before connecting mold, and the strong enough wedges should be put between press head and flange. In accordance with the work, the working space of the down and up mold must be adjusted, and mechanical protectors must be done at the presses working with open mold. Hand and finger protectors should be made in the way to give the necessary warning before the danger by hitting and pushing, or in the way to prevent the motion of the press head before decrease down a certain level. At the presses not having automatic feeding apparatus or the protector of which wasn't established according to the work, it should have double hand control attachment. And one of them shouldn't be able to prompt the press alone. In cases there doesn't exist the possibility to protect the hand and arms, suitable individual protectors should be made. The workers should be given the tools like cramp or tong, and the mechanical or pneumatic apparatus to output work or to cast. Robots can also be used for these works. At the heavy presses in which big parts are processed, and at the presses of injection and injection gun, photocell apparatus should be established. Instead of it, unless it is completely closed, mechanical handicapped covers can be made preventing the motion with slide and contact. Suitable shields must be attached onto the presses against part rushing while working. At the presses operating by pedal, a suitable foot protector must be put on the pedal. At the presses operating by HD rollick or air pressure, a manometer or a safety valve in a prominent place of the pressure pipe. Other than the hydraulic presses, there must be brake mechanism to keep the motion of the press head in the place demanded, and a separate control attachment in an easily accessible place of every press. The edges and corners of the press molds shouldn't be left sharp. Emergency stop button should exist on the presses that can stop the system completely, which is easily accessible and noticeable at the presses where more than one operator work. A working environment, visual coordination, must be provided where operators can see one another, and, if necessary, they can contact each other. In addition, In order to avoid the work accidents occurring at the presses, some safety measures like working with the more safety presses, existing light varies, field scanning sensor, conditioner, press safety valve, and safety PLC, programmable logic control unit, should also be the reason for preference. Railing should exist on the stairs providing to go up the presses and on the upper platform in order to prevent falling off. Circular railing must start at the height of 220 centimeters from the ground according to the standards. Upper platform railing should be minimum 90 centimeters high and have the solidity to be able to bear minimum 100 kilograms load that can come from any direction. The height of operator seat and the place of the work part case should be chosen accurately. The blood flowing into the legs of the operator working on the seat which was chosen smaller than it had to be is hindered. The pressure occurs in the sitting place more than normal, and it causes pressure in his internal organs. For this reason, the seat having minimum 5 legs should be chosen, and height of seat can be adjusted in the way the elbow part of arms and the knee part of legs can do a 90-degree angle. The back side of the seat must be as large as it involves out the back including waist. The average noise level of the presses in the working area is between 90 to 110 decibels. Therefore, primarily noise level must be lower as collective protective method, and less noisy presses should be chosen, or the other engineering methods must be applied. As individual protector, the decibel dB step-down earbuds should be used. It is known that noise causes irreversible hearing loss. Safety measures to be taken while using rammer, mechanical hammer. The pedal arms of the device must be closed suitably while working. Portable fronts should be used against the part jumps around the rammer during mold connection. A wedge must be put between the piston and plate that can prevent the sudden motion. At the rammers operating with vapor and air pressure, there must exist the safety valve operating continuously. Stop valve and pressure lowering valves at the rammers while working, in cases of holding the part with one hand and the other hand staying free. Teach pendant should be made instead of foot pedal.